What's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Southern Guy here, and welcome and tuning into the review. Welcome to the tuning into the WWE Clash of Champions 2020 review results reactions for the Clash of Champions, or some people will call it Trash of Champions, but I call it Clash of Champions like normal. I don't crap on the show a lot because I watch it each and every week. But guys, if you ain't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel right here at Southern Guy, my official YouTube channel. We got a lot of great new stuff covered in the channel, not just wrestling related, but we're gonna talk about the AMC's Fear Fest this week, which kicks off October the 1st, which is around the corner, and going through Halloween. We're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about Sonic's menu for kicking off the Sonic menu for Halloween. They got a menu laid out. We're going to be going over that. We're going to be talking about a lot of new stuff coming. So you want to subscribe to the channel right here, official Southern Guy, right here on YouTube.com, the official podcast for Monday Night Raw, Smackdown, and AEW, and so much more. Guys, we're going to get into this before I run out of time. Don't want to get caught short, but go over the card officially quickly as I can for Clash of Champions 2020 review results reactions for Clash of Champions tonight. They announced the draft in 2 weeks will be taking place for Raw and SmackDown. Also, Hell in a Cell will be taking place October the 28th. Will be happening as well. So SmackDown Tag Team title match, y'all guys, kicked off tonight with the Lucha House Party versus Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura. Which I knew Nakamura and Cesaro were going to take. There's no way they were going to lose the Tag Team Championship, like I said. The result of the match ended up with an uppercut. Cesaro hit with the Lucha. This is Kalisto with a Cesaro swing to launch Kalisto into Nakamura's Kazasta. And Nakamura covers for the victory to retain the tag team titles. That was pretty much it. Winners and still your tag team champions, SmackDown tag team champions, Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro. After the match, Cesaro and Nakamura stand tall. So Miz hit, got a replay. We head to backstage where they appears with the tension of covering the Lucha House Party at ringside. We're back from the panel. We're discussing the ambulance match tonight for the WWE title. JBL Booker T believe that Randy Orton will capture the title from Drew McIntyre. Rosenberg agrees. And we see members of the crew members setting up several ladders around the ring. We get Jeff Hardy backstage warming up. The 2020 WWE Clash of Champions Gold Rush pay-per-view hypes up, opens with a video package narrated by John Cena. We got the WWE Thunderdome. Corey Graves, Michael Cole welcomes us to the Thunderdome. We got the winners takes all match, ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Titles were hanging above the ring. We got AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy. Winner take all. This match consisted of everything happening. They ended up launching each other on the floor. They used the springboard moonsault. Sami Zayn bombs AJ Styles and Hardy with a ladder. Shots back and forth. Hardy standing stomping. Hardy ends up back up on Sami. But Sami Zayn goes for the floor, slides the ladder into, and stomps on the ladder under the titles. AJ Styles climbed with a shot, the Pele kick. Finally, we see Sami Zayn with some handcuffs, handcuffing Jeff Hardy's ear to the ladder, and then he uses did Sami Zayn with another pair of handcuffs. He handcuffs AJ Styles, and fans are booing. Finally, we see Sami Zayn back at the ring, launching it, but Sam kicks him off the ladder and touches the titles. But Sammy uses the handcuffs on both Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles. They're handcuffed to the rope, AJ to the rope. Now under the belts, she tries to go for it, but AJ's out of tops. He gets taunted. AJ sends Sammy face first onto the ladder, suplex. AJ tries to climb up the ladder, but Hardy gets back on his feet. Inside. Then they see the cuffs to AJ up to the ladder. Sammy climbs up the other side of the ladder. Now Sami Zayn grabs the titles, retrieves them for the win. Just as Hardy made his way over to stop him, but was too late. Winner and new undisputed WWE Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn picks up the victory. After the match, Sami Zayn starts celebrating with the titles as Hardy tries to get his ear lobe free. The music hits. We got plays the cuffs off and declares himself and still the WWE Intercontinental Champion. AJ Styles and Hardy try to recover. Sami Zayn raises both titles in the air. So we head to the back. We see WWE R-Truth appears, but Drew Gulak ends up rolling up R-Truth to become and pinning him to become the new 24/7 champion. Then he runs off with the title. We get the looks at Chronicles of Jey Uso with the episode. We get Raw Women's title match, Zelina Vega versus Asuka. This match ended up pretty much quickly. Asuka goes right into the Asuka lock on the mat, forcing Zelina Vega quickly tap out. Asuka retains the Raw Women's Championship. After the match, Asuka sends her hand. Asuka sends towel with replays, interviewed by Carla Risco. Vega putting her up a fight. So yeah, there's like a firecracker, she said. Asuka says wants to shake her hand, but she shoves off instead of showing respect. Asuka bows, but Zelina Vega kicks her, and Vega exits the ring and yells in Japanese for a minute. When the two raise, music hits. That's pretty much it. We got the United States title match. Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley. The Hurt Business. We're back from break. First comes out Apollo Crews, the Ricochet next. There was the United States Champion Bobby Lashley next. Represented by FBP of the Hurt Business. Shelton Benjamin also came out but left and went to the back. Excuse me. As the Crews dives onto the mat, but Lashley follows up with the Hurt Lock. And Crews quickly taps for the finish. Winner Bobby Lashley retains the United States Championship. After the match music hits, Lashley MVP stand tall in the ring. We got a replays. Ricochet helps Crews up the ramp as Lashley taunts him from the ring. See a pyro for the next WWE Takeover. The reward event happened next month with the Raw Tag Team Titles match in Garza and Andrade versus Street Profits. Street Profits retain the titles over them in that match. We get a promo for the WWE Draft begins October the 9th. Smackdown and Raw ends on October the 12th on Raw. We get the Smackdown women's title match, Asuka versus Bayley. Closing on this match with winner by DQ. Bayley uses a steel chair on the outside. The referee was forced to call for the bell, but the qualification Asuka. But Bayley is still the champion though. We get a promo for the ambulance match. Ambulance match, Randy Orton versus for the WWE title versus Drew McIntyre. We see appearances by Shawn Michaels in this match. We see Big Show first chokeslam Randy Orton through a table, the announce table. Then we see Drew drop. Then we see Shawn Michaels where they are battling over the ambulance, super kicking Randy Orton off the ambulance. And finally, Drew McIntyre retains the title. He runs, then nails Drew nailing the punt. kick to the head against the steel truck. Drew then slams the door on Randy Orton. He's the back of the ambulance and wins the match. Drew is still your WWE champion. Ric Flair drives off. He's the driver of the ambulance. That Drew is still your WWE champion. After the music hit, Drew stands tall as the music hit. The referee, the WWE title, raises his arm in victory. Drew beats on the back of the ambulance, giving a signal to Ric Flair, who's the driver. He drives out of the arena and yelling "woo" before driving away. We get a great WWE WWE promo for Hell in a Cell, October 25th. We have the main event of WWE Clash of Champions. Universal Champion Roman Reigns defends against cousin Jey Uso. Out first comes Jey, then comes Roman, but it's Paul Heyman. Well, she slaps back and forth, battling between them. It's a boy drop, and so much more. Finally, this match ends. Charles Robinson told him he's going to lose his job. Roman told him, talking trash. Roman threatens Charles Robinson. The man continues to beat down of Jey, left him right. Then Jey finally shows up, threatening to throw in the towel to end the match. Reigns keeps beating on Jey as Jimmy yells official to call for the bell. Winner Roman Reigns picked up victory, retaining the Universal title over his cousin. After the bell, Roman finally backs off of Jey. And Jimmy hits the ring to check on Jey, yelling at Roman, tell him that they are a family. Jey tells Roman that he is the High Chief, and what he wants to hear is leave Jey alone. Jimmy goes on about how they are family and Reigns needs to chill. Roman takes his title, and looks there at the Usos. Heyman brings us in the Samoan. So that's pretty much